Good morning, girlfriends. Welcome to Monday Morning Moments with your girlfriend, Dr. Anita. I am so excited to be with you this morning to talk about something that has been on my heart for a while. In all honesty, I originally was going to talk to you about what causes you to leap out of bed. But instead, I'm actually going to talk to you about are you making yourself a priority? And before we get into that, let me first welcome all of our new members to our community of sisters, of girlfriends. It really is an honor to see our community grow as we are making a conscious decision that every Monday morning we're going to focus on those things that gives us meaning, that gives us purpose, that makes us feel alive and present to this moment. And so I'm truly honored that you are here and hope that I could be of a greater service to you in any kind of way that will support you in being outrageously successful in your personal life as well as in your business. And so normally I do this as a telecall, but today, because this message was so important, something happened this week, and I'll share with you in a moment what happened, that I decided that instead of doing just the regular call that I always do, I decided to do a video. Now, I have to tell you that in doing this video, it really is even a stretch for me. This is something that I have decided in order to step into my next level of success, as well as do the things that I'm wanting to do for my business, as well as for my own personal life, then I need to get over my fear of being in front of a video. So here you have it. And I have to tell you, when I first did the video, I did it without the sound on. What a great way to start a Monday, right? All right, so typically on the call, we usually have you do some deep breathing, and then we say our morning affirmations. I'm going to trust that you're going to still take some time throughout the day and just stop for a moment and close your eyes and take a deep breath in and just allow yourself to be present to that moment. So for this morning, let's just get right into it by starting with our morning affirmation, which is this: thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe, for allowing us to experience more of you and more of life abundantly. I am enough, and I'm experiencing more than enough in every area of my life. Thank you. So I hope that you are sharing and saying that affirmation to yourself every single morning. And forgive me if you see me looking away every few moments. I actually have notes here because there's certain things I really want to make sure that I share with you this morning, but I also want to do this video because I wanted you to connect to me and give me an opportunity to connect to you in a different format. And so with that, let's begin with our topic. Okay, so again, the topic for today is, are you making yourself a priority? Now, I know that the moment you heard that, something on the inside probably said, Anita, I don't have time to do this. I feel guilty when I take time away from my family or the things that I need to do, or I don't have money right now. There's so many things going on that I can't make myself a priority. And I honestly want to say, how can you not? It is so crucial for you to being a priority in your life. And unfortunately, we as women have really gotten convinced, indirectly and directly, subconsciously, that everyone else is more important than we are. And because of that, what's happening is it's really creating what I believe is a crisis amongst women. We are so disconnected from our deeper truth. We're disconnected from manifesting the kind of life and dreams and desires we're wanting. We're disconnected from experiencing life more abundantly the way God intended for us. And because of that, what's happening is current statistics state that 40 to 60% of American women are experiencing an increase in psychological and physical problems, which basically means we're unhappy, we're unfulfilled, we have no clue what our real purpose is, we're overwhelmed, we're tired, we're pulled in so many different directions that we're now beginning to have physical problems, such as we're having a high problem with heart disease, obesity, cancer. We're low energy, low stamina. Our bodies just don't feel good. We don't feel good in a physical, muscular kind of way. So there are more aches and pains and tensions and tightness that we're experiencing in our body. And all of that energetically lowers our ability to actually attract the things that we're wanting to attract in our lives. So that's why this topic of making yourself a priority is so, so crucial and so important to your overall success. So let me tell you why this topic came up. So this weekend, I had the opportunity to go to the Los Angeles Ultimate Women's Expo at the Los Angeles Convention Center with a girlfriend of mine. And while there, their core theme for that event was refresh, rejuvenate, refine, and refocus. So the ultimate intention was to empower women to take time to refresh, rejuvenate, refine, and refocus on who they are. And they had about 500 different vendors, maybe even a few more than 500 vendors present. And a few celebrities were there just as well to talk on the subject of empowering women. They had celebrities like Layla Ali. By the way, she is tall and gorgeous. I was really taken away by her. And they had Heather McDonald, who I believe does the reality show Chelsea. She's a hoot. She did a impression on Drew Barrymore that I thought was fantastic. Cloris Leachman, I think that's her name, was there. And Valerie Harper, who was very inspirational to the point that I think she had people in the audience just in tears. So Valerie was fantastic. And so having an opportunity to listen to the different, who else was also there? Daphne Oz. So she was also there. And it was just kind of fun to listen to them and the conversation that they had to share, or the topics that they were talking on, to really empower women to really connect to themselves if they really want to be successful and have it all. And they were all very vulnerable and sharing that no, they don't have it all together. They have to make themselves a priority, which is really where the topic came from. Even though they never said that, they recognized that if I'm really going to continue to live my life well, I have to take care of me first, which is what came up from almost every single celebrity that was there. And I was very impressed with that. So what was also very beautiful, at least from my perspective while I was there, that 90% of the vendors that were there were really providing products and services that helped women tap into their femininity, helped them experience a higher level of beauty and luxury, that held them accountable to what does it mean to really be a woman who loves celebrating her femininity, who loves celebrating beauty and elegance and things that makes her feel good, that makes her feel grounded and secure in who she is. And so I was I really enjoyed it. It was a beautiful experience. And I've gone to these types of expos pretty much all my life. I've gone to various types. But for some reason, this one was probably the best one I've ever attended. And of course, I was with my girlfriend, and so it was a lot of humor because she's humorous in and of herself. And so I'll post some pictures on my Facebook page, and you'll see that soon. But it really was an amazing opportunity. But what also happened, it confirmed for me so clearly. It confirmed for me the reality that it is so important for us as women to make time for ourselves, to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of life, especially now that did you know that in 31 days it'll be Thanksgiving? So that means you're going to be busy getting the house ready, even maybe start shopping for Christmas presents, preparing for, office parties or different parties with family members, and all these things. It's going to take you even more away from spending time for yourself, which is why I wanted to, again, remind you and invite you to really consider being a part of my Diva Elite Experience event that's taking place November 15th and 16th at the Langham Huntington Hotel, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that later. But I wanted to go a little bit more deeply into why is it so crucial for us as women to make ourselves a priority. So maybe this is the psychologist in me that's always looking at the developmental process that we as women go through, or individuals, in all honesty. And so like I said earlier, I really do believe that we as women are in crisis. We are working so hard, but not getting the results that we want. We are giving of ourselves tirelessly to our family, to our job, to the growing of our business, and it's affecting us in a way that we may not be at our highest potential and our highest faith and vibration that allows us to actually attract the next level of success or businesses or the things that we're wanting in our lives. And then it's also, I think, because we're working so hard, like I said earlier, lowering our feminine energy and our feminine power. And so there's so much work that we as women really need to do in regards to stepping into our next level of success. So what are some things that you can do? Do I want to go there first? Well, let's do this. So what happens when you declare that you are priority? So I have a statement that I've been sharing with my clients lately, and it's this. When a woman values, or when a woman doesn't value herself, everything around her will follow her lead. Meaning, if you choose not to value yourself, if you choose not to put yourself as a priority, then your relationships are going to follow suit. Your finances are going to follow suit. Your body's going to follow suit. Everything in your body, your soul, and your spirit are going to respond to what you have made a truth in your own life. But just the opposite is just as true, or the opposite is just as true, and that is when you value yourself. So let me stop right here and tell you, what does the word value mean? If you were to look in the dictionary, you'll see that the word value means worth or worthy. And then the second definition is a deeply held belief. So if you are a part of my Diva Success Training Program, you've heard me say that the term diva actually means a divinely inspired woman valuing her abundance. And I chose that because when a woman begins to say, I understand my worth and my value, particularly because I understand who I am in my divinity and who I am in my spirit, and when a woman has that deeply held belief that she is good enough right now, regardless of what's happened in her life, regardless of the good, the bad, or the ugly, no matter what has happened, everything has happened on purpose for her to become her highest self, her highest good, the person that God intended for her to be. When she understands that and believes that and owns that and allows that to exist in her life, then her value level goes up. And as her value level goes up, she begins to experience a higher level of abundance in every area of her life. So that's why it's so important to understand, at least in this particular context, the importance of becoming a diva. And so when you value yourself, you're basically saying to God and to the universe and to everything around you, I'm important, that I am necessary to the existence and the continuation of humanity, that I am willing to take care of myself so that I can give at a greater capacity, so that I can serve in a way that really brings about healing and harmony and even more balance to the masculine energy, because my energy as a woman is rising and is stable and secure because I truly love and value who I am. And so when this happens, but the opposite is just as true. So when you're not valuing yourself, what happens is you tend to feel like you're being taken advantage of. You're being taken for granted. You are underappreciated. You're overwhelmed. You're frustrated. You're critical. You're more judgmental. And all of those things lowers your vibration, lowers your faith, lowers your ability to attract the things that you're wanting to attract in your life, which is why it's so important to make yourself a priority. So what are some things that you can do? Let me share about four things that I think you can do to help you step into making yourself a priority. So number one is you have to recognize that it really is a mindset. So a mindset has to do with your beliefs, your feelings, your thoughts, your habits, and then your character. So once again, the 5 components that make up a mindset are your beliefs, your feelings, your thoughts, your habits, your character. Now, 9 times out of 10, most people will tell you when it comes to mindset that you're going to have a thought before you have a feeling. But let me tell you, as a psychologist, as a therapist or former therapist and psychologist, that you actually have a belief that's been established from your childhood, that's been established from all the things that you've gone through in your life, that triggers an emotion, and then it triggers a feeling, and a thought, and then off of that thought, you have another emotion. And what happens is, because these things are moving so quickly in your mind, you may not be focusing in on the feelings that you're having. But the reason why this is so important for a woman to really develop a higher level of emotional intelligence is because our brain, or the part of our brain that triggers our emotion, is called the amygdala, is actually in the back of our brain. It's bigger in a woman's brain than it is in a man's brain. And so when you really learn how to connect to your emotions, when you really learn to value all kinds of emotions that you have, it really does empower your intuition. It empowers your sense of discernment. It empowers your sense of knowing. And in that, it gives you the wisdom of how to create the right kinds of intentions so that when you're putting them out there, you're experiencing a higher level of results because you're really in alignment with what your emotions are. And so there really are just 5 basic emotions. And then within those 5 basic emotions, we have variances of intensities. So it can be very mild or very strong. So the 5 basic emotions are glad, mad, sad, fear, and love. So those really are the typical 5 basic emotions that we have. In each one of them, there's a intensity for how you're going to experience them. Again, like I said, from being mild to being something very strong. So pay attention to, what am I feeling? Am I able to label them within myself? Am I able to even discern them and label them within somebody else? Am I allowing my emotions to empower me when it comes to my intuition so that I make the best decisions in my life, whether it's in my personal life or even in my business or my relationships and so forth. And so the second way that you can really make yourself a priority is your behaviors, is scheduling time for yourself and often. Participating in self-care activities. And so what I mean by self-care is, not only am I talking about, are you exercising? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting your nails done, getting a massage, getting your hair done, doing the things that makes you feel good, that makes you feel feminine? But also taking care of yourself in a sense that, are you allowing yourself to create healthy boundaries if you're not around individuals, or you're not in relationships that are supportive and encouraging and uplifting to you? If you unfortunately are in a situation where you feel like you're being taken advantage of, or you're self-sacrificing on a regular basis, then that should be an indication that you're not taking care of yourself. And so that could be one of the ways to help you make yourself a priority. It's like, I love my family, but my family can be very critical, if that's an example, where they're judgmental, or they don't really understand what it is that I'm doing in my personal life or even in my business as an entrepreneur. So I'm choosing not to allow myself to be around them on a regular basis, or I'm so in tune with myself that I know when I can handle them and they can say and do whatever they want to and it won't bother me. And there are other times when I feel like I'm feeling low right now, I'm feeling discouraged, I'm tired, and I really just don't want to put myself in a position where I can't really ward off the negativity that they may be, projecting on me. So I'm going to take care of myself and maybe not spend time with the family today. I'll go, to the park, or, go take a nap, or take a nice hot bath, or whatever. Another behavior is becoming a lifelong learner. Are you on a regular basis allowing yourself to learn information that's going to help you shift in what you believe you know, help you shift in your thinking, help you shift in your knowledge, help you understand much more powerfully, much more deeply about principles that helps you become outrageously successful in your personal life and business? Meaning, when was the last time you read a really good book that inspired you, that encouraged you? Like, for example, right now I'm reading The Science of Getting Rich. This is my 4th read through. Actually, the first 3 times I read it, if you will, through audio, and this time I'm actually reading the book. And I can tell you, I'm having a completely different experience in reading it because I'm more engaged, I'm more processing, and the information is so powerful in regards to how it's going to help me move from my money awareness to feminine wealth and abundance. And I highly want to recommend, if you haven't read the book, and if you're not a part of a mastermind program, or you want to be a part of mine, you can definitely do so. And this will help you really shift energetically in regards to allowing yourself to create and experience and attract more wealth and abundance in your life. And then step number 3 in making yourself a priority, and that is your relationships. Like I said earlier, part of the self-care component is, are you in relationship with individuals who inspire you, who motivate you, who cause you to want to be more, want to have more, want to do more? Are you listening to them through audio? Are you watching maybe a video? Are you going to some of their events that they're offering? Or have you made this statement, which I hear women say all the time, and I have to admit I did it as well. I'm changing that because I don't want that to become a part of my belief system, and I don't want to condition myself. And that is a lot of women saying, like I said at the very beginning of the video, I don't have enough time, and I'm hearing I don't have enough money. And what happens is the moment you say those two kinds of things, you condition yourself to say there are no other options available, and I'm only available to continue to experience this kind of situation in my life over and over again. And I've decided I'm not available to not being able to go someplace when I want to go someplace because I don't have time or have money. I've decided I'm going to make time, and I'm going to allow myself to attract the high level of wealth and abundance that I want in my life so that I can go to certain events or participate in different types of trainings, whether it's webinars or programs or anything of that nature that's going to help me become the woman that I believe God's called me to be, as well as that's going to help me do the things that I'm going to do. I'm not going to condition my life in this negativity by saying I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, or I can't because of other things are more important than I am. So are you in relationships that affirm who you are, that will support you, even if they don't understand, they support you in becoming the best person that you can be? And then the fourth thing in helping you make yourself a priority is, are you stretching yourself to take risks? Are you willing to do a little bit more than what you've been doing and experiencing the life that you're experiencing now? So Zig Ziglar has a quote that says this: if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. And so that's one of the ways that you can stretch yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone, out of the area that's very familiar to you. If you're wanting to, let's say, for example, you're wanting to experience a higher level of wealth and abundance. And wealth not only means tangible, physical things such as money or cars or houses. Those things are definitely nice. But holistically, it also means feeling a sense of all of a sudden I'm drawing a blank. Completeness, feeling a sense of wholeness, feeling a sense of wellness, feeling a sense of an overflow. The actual word abundance means, the first definition for abundance means overflow of supply, affluence of life, infilling of spirit. That's the very first definition of abundance. And for a woman, we have to understand that we actually biologically are created to give and receive at the same time. So if we own that we have the energy, we have the spirit, we have biologically have been designed to give as well as to receive, as well as, let me go a little different direction in regards to abundance. We as women also have the gift of abundance because everything we put our hands to actually can become better. I actually say that we as women have the Midas touch. For example, if you are given food, a woman can turn it into a meal. If you are given a house, a woman turns it into a beautiful, loving home. If a woman is given a seed by a man, she is the one who turns it into a baby. Now, I'm not saying that men can't take food and turn it into a meal and that they can't take a house and turn it to a home. But you and I both know that when a woman steps into the room, the energy of who she is, the power of who she is, the spirit of who she is changes everything. And like I said earlier, when a woman values that she has that gift, that she has that calling, that that's a part of who she is, then she can really experience a high level of abundance in every area of her life. I'm realizing that as the weather behind me is changing colors, I'm getting darker in the video, so I had to adjust it there. There you go. So those are 4 of the areas that I really want to encourage you to take a look at in regards to making yourself a priority. And so another way is, like I said earlier, I really do want to invite you to consider becoming or attending my Diva Elite Experience event that's taking place November 15th and 16th at the beautiful and elegant and luxurious Langham Huntington Hotel in Pasadena, California. This, ladies, is an opportunity for you before we get too busy with the holidays. And like I said earlier, it's only 31 days away from Thanksgiving, and it's only 64 days away from the new year. And you and I know that during the holidays, not only are we busy with what we've already been doing, but now we have all these other added responsibilities that are going to be taking place that really ends up draining us and making us tired, although we try to enjoy it, and we typically do allow ourselves to enjoy it. But do we allow ourselves the time to say, before that all happens, I just need time to refresh, rejuvenate, refine, and refocus. So the LA Ultimate Women's Expo had it right in regards to really empowering women to know that, it's time for them to take care of themselves. So here's what you're going to learn at the event. At the event, you'll have an opportunity to join and connect to other women who have decided that, yes, before the holidays and right before the new year kicks in, I'm going to do something for me. I'm going to connect to other women who are at their high vibration. These are influential, these are strong, powerful, grounded women who are wanting to get so connected to their inner diva. They want to learn what it means to live like a queen. They want to gain the confidence of being a goddess. They want to learn all of that and allow themselves to experience the beauty and the luxury of being at a 5-star hotel like the Langham Huntington Hotel. You'll also have an opportunity to learn from me while I teach you, various steps on what it means to be a diva, a queen, and a goddess, and how you can really step into your next level of success. I'll be teaching you about the diva feminine essence and what that looks like, taking you through different exercises so you can connect to your deeper spirit, and that she can guide you in what steps to take so that you can be outrageously successful next year, which I truly believe that the more you're connected to your goddess. And what does that mean to be connected to your goddess? What does she look like? What is her responsibility? What's her persona? And how is she needing to be activated so that you can actually experience more power in your life? That's all the things that you'll be learning at the event. You'll also have an opportunity to meet with or be trained by my special guest, Barbara Hyatt, who's a dear and close friend of mine. She is going to teach you how to tap into your unique signature frequency. I think that's how she says it. Unique signature frequency in regards to your image. So your clothing, your hairstyle, how you present and show yourself up in the world at such a high level that it actually will transform the way you're experiencing your life and the business that you're having, or the success that you're having in your business. And I have to tell you, Barbara has definitely been working with me and a few friends of ours, and I have seen a huge transformation in them. And now I'm going through the program as well and beginning to see that shift in my own personal life as I've learned some new ways of how to really show up in my beauty and my elegance and my power and strength like never before. So you'll have an opportunity to learn that as well. I'm really excited because we're going to have a professional photographer there, so I actually have an opportunity to participate in our diva photo shoot. So that's going to be fun, and you'll have an opportunity to purchase your own pictures so that you can have a reminder of what it means to connect to your diva and your queen and your goddess on a regular basis. And then, of course, I have a few gifts that I'm going to be giving to all of those who pretend. So if you're wanting to find out more details about this event that's coming up soon, we still have a few more spaces, and you definitely have some time to register and get all the details for it. Go to www.theIamEnoughInstitute.memberlodge.org and click on calendar of events, and then you'll see all the information for this event. Register, and I look so forward to connecting to you November 15th, 16th. And if for some reason I'm not able to see you at that time, I definitely look forward to connecting to you again, whether by phone or by video. Divas, again, or girlfriends and divas, I really do want you to make yourself a priority. I want you to say, I love me, I believe that I'm good enough, I believe that I deserve this, and this is something that I believe I'm supposed to do so that I can really show up in a higher level of capacity for my family and for my friends and for this world and everything that I'm called to do. And with that, God bless, love you, take care of you. Bye-bye.